My name is Suzanne Majani. I work with Ipas Africa Alliance as a regional policy advisor. Ipas Africa Alliance is an NGO that works on access to safe abortion services and access to contraceptives as well. We work across the region of Africa. We are based in various countries, as well as supporting countries that need to be able to access safe abortion services and contraceptive services. The General Comment No.2 was on the backdrop of the Maputo Protocol, because the Maputo Protocol had been in place from 2003, but then countries were not really enforcing it. So the reason as to why General Comment No.2 came in place was to assist countries to be able to know how can they really operationalize Article 14.2c of the Maputo Protocol. Working with the African Commission has been a very interesting process. So in the process of us working with the Commission, we have had a circuit of about 3 or 4 commissioners. And so you can imagine every single time you need to be able to capacity build or to engage with commissioners because of the issue that you're working with. So the initial commissioners that we started off working with are not the current ones that we work with. But then we were fortunate enough to have commissioners that were understanding of the issue at hand and were able to bring about the General Comment No.2 to be passed. It was a process that took a couple of years, though, because we were looking at the statistics in the African continents that we work with. We have about, at the global level, we have 25 million unsafe abortions that are done on an annual basis. And obviously, most of these are in the third world countries, so mainly in Africa, Latin America, and Asia. So we were able to bring these statistics to the Commission and show them why we need to be able to have the General Comment No.2, which, as I've said, is to bring about how can we implement Article 14.2c of the protocol. So once we were able to bring to them the statistics, they were able to say, okay, this is an issue that we need to be able to address as the Commission. And they were able to say, how can we do this? We had seen the success of the General Comment No.1, which is on HIV and AIDS. And so we said, how can we do a general comment on access to abortion services and contraceptives and information? Yeah. So we met with the Commission, we met with champions who know the issue, we met with women and girls across the continent, and then we were able to table this at an ordinary session of the African Commission. After it was tabled at the session, they were able to deliberate about it with the members of the African Commission. They were able to deliberate about it with the states, and then now it was officially launched and passed after a couple of years. That was a 2-year process. So this was 2013 to 2016. I would say the impact of the General Comment has been twofold. There has been decriminalization of abortion in some states. For instance, we have had the decriminalization of abortion in Mozambique during the period of the General Comment. During the period of the Maputo Protocol, there has been a lot of decriminalization of abortion across various states, such as Ethiopia, and other countries across the continent. We have also seen, after the General Comment No.2, we have seen countries are now opening up or releasing their barriers on access to safe abortion, be it cost issues, be it consent issues by your spouse or your guardian, be it timing of the facilities. Women need to be able to know how do they get these abortion services and contraceptive services. And we have seen that countries are now reporting to the Commission on how are they able to do this particular enforcement of services and provision of services. So I would say that has been the achievement of General Comment No.2. The unfortunate thing is that the Commission has not been independent per se. So you'll find that, for instance, if a commissioner comes from Kenya, and this is not to say anything about the commissioners that have come from Kenya, because we have had a few, but if a commissioner comes from Kenya per se, they feel like they need to have that allegiance to their country and to what their country espouses. However, they need to remember that now they're wearing a regional hat. So leave the issues that you are handling back at home in Kenya and come with the independence of what are we looking at the continental level. So the commissioners are usually about 11 to 13 part-time. And so a lot of times you'll find them having that challenge or having that conflict of interest, that they want to be able to remember what is happening back at home so that they're able to continue with their mandate for the commission, as well as now come up with when they need to either be re-elected or taken back to the commission. So I would say the independence is needed because of that, because of the need of having someone be able to make an independent judgment or an independent case when they're having their mandate at the commission. We also need an independent commission because of the issue of the funding. Sometimes because the commissioners feel that pressure from the African Union itself, they feel like sometimes they need to be able to have that allegiance to the general organ of the African Union. Because I'll give you an example of, unfortunately, when the commission was giving observer status to the Commission of African Lesbians, they gave the observer status but withdrew it because of the pressure of the African Union. So you can see the lack of independence there, because the commission understands the need to be able to have such a coalition having observer status at their level, but because of now the African Union giving them pressure of, if you don't do this, then what would be the ramifications? So that's why we need the independence of the commission, both from guarding them from the pressure of the state and guarding them from the pressure of the African Union itself.